So, Fight Night Live, let's get the action underway then. 12 rounds of boxing for the IBO Light Welterweight Championship of the World.
All right, guys, we're going to do everything in the dressing room. Look, both your belts are right where they're supposed to be. Keep your blows here or above, all right? Obey my commands at all times. Questions? Questions? Good luck, guys.
So the instructions from Frank Santora. Main event, 12 rounds. First defense for this man, Colin Lynes, in the black and silver, against Juaquin Gallardo in the white. Big, big test for Lynes. Won the title, controversially some say, split decision last May. First defense.
Both boxers here, Dave, just trying to feel each other out now, just to see the strengths and the weaknesses of each fighter. There's not a big lot happening. We're just out with his left jabs and a few wee right hands, but nothing with any great power. They don't want to be committing themselves just too early. Just want to see how the water lies here.
Well, he's pretty tall for a light welter, Gallardo, 5'11". That's 3 inches odd taller than the champion, Colin Lynes. And forget all the talk we heard from the cornermen before the fight. They rate Lynes Class B fighter. They will, I promise you, have given him every respect in the build-up for this contest. No such thing as an easy world title fight. You've got to go and take the title away from the champion. And this is a good, confident start from Lynes. He's got Gallardo backed up on the ropes, right above our commentary position. Works into the body, just lets him know who's the boss. Good uppercut from the challenger.
Yeah, you're right in what you said there, Dave. When you travel and you're coming to foreign territory, you just don't get the talent. Oh, that's a great left hand, yes. Good stuff.
And this is a really terrific start from Lynes. Remember, he hasn't fought since last May. I was a little bit anxious. That's a long break. I was a little bit anxious that he might be a little rusty, might take him a round or two to get going, but he looks really good in these opening exchanges. Long way to go yet, of course.
And I'll tell you what, Dave, when a fighter wins a world title, it always seems to improve his game by 10, 15, 20, 25%. And Lynes, to me tonight, is a more accomplished fighter than what he was when he won the world title.
Well, he looks the part. He really does. And if Gallardo thought that he was coming over to take the title, watch the changing of the guard, and then get the first jumbo home, think again, comrade. This ain't so. This is world title boxing, and you're in the champion's backyard.
They're now beginning to throw like good solid punches now. They've felt each other out, and now, you know, they just want to go now hammers and tongs. It's a good opening round.
Welcome back, round 2 of this IBO world title fight. Champion, light welterweight champion of the world, Colin Lynes of England, and the black and silver, the challenger from Southern California, Juaquin Gallardo, in the white, green and red, the Mexican colors. First round Lynes on my card. Let me tell you, there are 3 ringside judges, Roy Francis and Marcus McDonald of England, Arthur Ellenson of Germany. Those 3 score. The ref, Frank Santora, does not score.
See the way Gallardo's poking out that left jab. He's getting his range. He's throwing 3 or 4 jabs at a time, and he just can't wait to get bang over that right hand. This is what he's trying to set Lynes up for, a big right hand, 3 or 4 jabs and a big overhand right.
Well, neither of these boys is renowned as a particularly big puncher. They've had their share of stoppages. Santoro says, do not hit on the back of the head. Lynes protests his innocence.
I know the record doesn't suggest, Dave, that they're big punches, but they're throwing really solid shots tonight.
Lynes getting the fans on their feet, working the challenger to the body. Good second round, this. Well, give the challenger credit. He's come to fight. A little smear of blood on Gallardo's lower lip. Lynes looking very composed, fighting. You sense Lynes fighting well within himself at the moment.
Yes, I just can't believe that there's such a big improvement, Dave, and he's doing everything correct now. They're both doing very well, and we just can't give it all to Lynes, because Gallardo's doing quite a bit of work too. But in my opinion, right now, Lynes is having a slightly the upper hand. But it's good stuff, good body shots, good head shots, a great variation of punches being thrown by both fighters.
He's fighting a really intelligent fight at the moment, Lynes. He's working very well behind the jab. He's mixing up to head and body. He's not letting Gallardo settle for one little instant. If Gallardo had a fight plan going into this fight, and you bet your bottom dollar he did have, Lynes hasn't let him show it yet. Englishman is fighting, well, I'd say the fight of his life at the moment. We're only in midway through the second round. There's a long way to go.
As you said, Dave, it's very early days yet, but
that was a
cracking right
What
hand.
a great right-hander. And that brought Gallardo absolutely up straight. Took it well, right on the bell. Welcome back for the start of round 3. 2 rounds completed, and I don't think there can be too much doubt, Dave, that Lynes has won both those 2 opening rounds.
Oh, I agree, but only by slight margins, even though, in our opinion, he's 2 rounds in front. But there's very little in it, Dave. The fight's been very closely fought by both fighters, but Lynes just has that slight edge.
Well, Lynes is fighting with enormous confidence and no little skill. What he mustn't do is get overconfident. He mustn't think himself, this is way too easy, I shall start taking liberties. He'll lose his title if he does that. He's just got to do exactly what he's doing at the moment. And the more he does this, then the more desperate Gallardo's going to become, because Gallardo will then have to take chances to get back into this fight. And if you take chances, as Gallardo might have to do later, then you'll leave yourself open. And that's when Colin Lynes could perhaps win this fight by a stoppage. But for the moment, it's very early days yet. Just more of this, please, Colin.
Gallardo's very, very dangerous, Dave. He's throwing good, solid shots himself. So it's not all one way. But he's still dangerous at this moment in time, and he's still got lots of fight in him yet. As you say, it's early days, but they're both throwing a lot of punches with a fair bit of power.
Well, what I like about Lynes is that he's putting his punches together in clusters at the moment. The single shots only are coming back in the other direction.
Yeah, it's great combination punching, there's no doubt about it at all. There's not one punch merchants here tonight. They're throwing 3s and 4s and 5s. And the fight is being fought at a pretty fast pace. Let's just hope that they've put on all the work in the gym that they said they've had in the interviews, because this is a really fast fought pace tonight.
Yes, if you've cheated on your training, a 12-rounder will find you out ruthlessly. Not a bad round this for Gallardo, coming into this fight a little bit more now.
Stop. Break. That's it.
Well, this is a lot more even this round than the previous 2. And Gallardo's coming into this round quite strongly. Good round this for the challenger. Got Lynes backed up almost in his own corner. And Lynes has to take stick to get out. Boxes his way out behind the jab, nice and cool.
Gallardo, look, he's trying to put loads of power behind every shot that he throws when he's in close, Dave. He's putting tremendous power behind those left and right hands. He's trying really to do a lot of damage.
Well, that's the one danger if you're unloading these big shots and they're not exactly scoring. It can be very tiring later on in the fight. You're expending an awful lot of energy trying to unload these big shots all the time. Better round for Gallardo. I gave him that round.
Sit all the time. Cold. Every time you're getting cold, when you stand back, you stand that way. Right, get inside. Right.
Good stuff here from both guys. That's a good right hand. A wee bit messy on the inside, but he's trying very, very, very hard. He's trying to drive his fist right through Lynes here. He had the upper hand in this confrontation here now. Good left hands to the body, good left hands to the head. Good stuff from Gallardo.
Well, they're working on a little bit of a swelling above the eye. It's a sort of, I'm surprised they're not using a device called the end swell on that, which is basically an ice cold piece of stainless steel, and you sort of iron the swelling down. They were sort of just dabbing away at it. Now, Frank Santoro just wiping a bit of the excess grease and moisture off Colin Lynes' head. A little gentle dab. Of course, the seconds, of course, doing their best to wipe off the very minimum amount, but eventually we get started round 4. Lynes in the black and silver, Gallardo in the predominantly white trunks. Frank Santoro, the referee. We're at Brentwood, east of London, and we're in a fight. At stake, Lynes IBO light welter title, 10-stone division.
1 minute's rest and they're straight back at it again, throwing punches left, right, and centre. Good body shots, great head shots. This is fantastic to watch and fantastic to commentate on, because this has got everything.
Yeah, it's a good fight between two very well trained and very well schooled boxers. He looks a strong man, Gallardo, doesn't he?
He does, and he's looking a slight bit stronger than Lynes at this moment in time, Dave. I don't know why I'm saying that, because it's still sort of, but it just strikes me he's got that wee bit more strength and that wee bit more punching power.
Well, these Latin American fighters sometimes look as though they're sort of hewn out of solid rock, and this guy's
low blow.
Oh, that was a bit low.
Very low, twice.
And Frank Santoro going to have serious words with him. Now, don't be misled in thinking the waistband of the trunks is where the belt is. It's across the line of your hips. And Colin Lynes can have all the time he wants just to regain his composure. They've called a timeout, the clock is stopped, and Frank Santoro will only say box on when Colin Lynes says he feels okay, which he's done. Box on. And a little sort of apologetic tap on the gloves from Gallardo. That's nice to see.
Well, he knows, Dave, the next time he does that, he's going to get a point deducted. The referee was being very stern there.
And this is the temptation when you're throwing body shots. They're so precise, just a matter of a couple of inches, and you can find them going too low.
But I don't know if you agree with me at this moment in time, Dave, but Gallardo seems to need to be a wee bit stronger.
Yes, I'd agree totally, but I think Lynes, he's still got a lot in the tank, but he's a tough man, this Latin America, and he's digging in these body shots, and they sap your strength, they drain you.
And he's really put a real power behind those, Dave. He's trying to just drive his fist right through Lynes.
Lynes in trouble, forced to hold in his own corner. Round 4, but fighting back so bravely. Gallardo, though, will not be denied.
Lynes is very badly hurt, Dave. He's very badly hurt.
Well, attack is the best form of defense. Gallardo complaining to the ref. Santoro having none of it. But that will have taken a lot out of the champion, believe me. Well, the end of this round, trust me, will not come soon enough for Colin Lynes. Lynes trying to come back with body shots of his own, but Gallardo getting stronger. Defend yourself at all times, challenger. That was a big round. Well, some of your opinions, keep them coming on 80088.
Good stuff here. Oh, bang! Right on the money, down below. You couldn't have got it any worse. And that saps your strength entirely. But a good onslaught here from Gallardo. He piled the pressure on here backside. But a good reply from Lynes. Some real good headshots there. Great stuff from both fighters. Very good.
Cole, right, get inside, let him watch him.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Well, a little bit of anxiety you would have seen then in the Lynes corner.
Seconds out, round 5.
Well, Lynes' face heavily smeared now with Vaseline. Gallardo comes out, trying to up the tempo in this contest. Circling clockwise. Keeping away from Lynes' own jab. There's a purpose about the American that looks a little bit ominous from the champion's viewpoint. A little bit of the confidence that Lynes showed in the early couple of rounds, and I thought he was absolutely outstanding. Just drained a little bit, and he took a big, big hit then. Now you can take one, you can take two, but the cumulative effect inevitably, sure as night follows day, wears you down in the end. Got to get back into this fight, Lynes. He's fighting a defensive fight at the moment. He's got to be the boss, he's got to be the governor if he wants to retain his title.
This guy, Gallardo, he really means, but those are good, solid shots. Good reply by Lynes, but those are good, solid shots by Gallardo. Real good stuff from the challenger.
Yeah, he's up. He's a brute of a man. He's looks hard, talks hard, is hard.
And I'll tell you what, Dave, every punch he throws, he's putting power behind it. He's none of this powder puff stuff. He's putting weight behind every punch that he throws.
For the moment, Lynes has got to hang in there. Now that one landed on the gloves. There's a purpose about the American. Now, it looks like the challenger cut a left eye. And that's a bad cut. That is over the eye. Now, this could be a crucial factor. Now, that is a bad cut that Gallardo's picked up. His eye is closing. He can't see out of that left eye. He's dabbing furiously with his left glove, Gallardo, at his eye, trying to wipe the blood away.
And that's given Lynes a lot of hurt because he sees that and he's trying to now make the cut even worse. They're letting those right hands fly.
Oh, he'll be aiming for that cut. Now it's Gallardo's turn to blink away the blood. Gallardo's blood smeared on Lynes' forehead. That's a bad cut, that's on the eyelid. That is the worst place it can be. Oh, good right hand! Gallardo never saw it coming because of that cut eye. We've got to go back with Gallardo to his corner. The seconds throw themselves into the ring. They've got some big work to do now. Now, what they're doing is putting an adrenaline swab on that eye. That's the only thing allowed in title fights. It's a mixture of 1 in 1,000 adrenaline, and what that does, that clots the blood, but it takes a couple of rounds to kick in.
Good
That's
stuff
how it
there.
happened.
Yep. There was no clash there.
You can see blood on Lynes' back there.
There, was it the shoulder did the damage?
Well, it's very. That's inconclusive. Jury's still out. But they're using the adrenaline swab. They've squeezed the cut shut. Now they're plastering it with Vaseline. But the blood won't clot for a good 3 or 4 minutes. And as soon as the Vaseline is punched off, then that eye will start to seep blood again. So, danger signals now for the challenger. And Lynes has got to go for this eye. Gallardo knows that eye injury may not last the full 12. Good right from the champ. The champion, Colin Lynes, in the black and silver. Gallardo in the white with the green and red trim. Guys holding up well so far.
Good stuff from Lynes. That was a good left hook from Lynes. Just landed bang on the chin there. Good stuff. He needs to keep this up, keep applying the pressure. Knock this guy out of his stride.
That was a good chopping right hand from the challenger then. Just a little tremor in the Lynes' legs. He's unloading those body shots. The challenger. Back comes Lynes again. The head's rubbing dangerously close. And that eye starting to weep blood again, as I said it would. You can see a little trickle coming down Gallardo's left cheek as he tries a right uppercut, no effect.
What Lynes has to do here is, Dave, he has to push Gallardo back, because Gallardo doesn't like going back, especially when he's being pushed. So Lynes has to pile the pressure on, go forward and let all cannons go.
Gallardo, like I said, realising his eye may not go the 12. Frank Santoro taking just a quick peek at it then. Gallardo will be upping the pace, trying to make that pace tell on Lynes. And that eye freely bleeding again. And the sight of that eye injury has certainly boosted Lynes' confidence. Quieter around this than the previous one. Lynes trying to consolidate the advantage, but a furious assault from Gallardo in the last 30 seconds of this 6th round.
The referee's going to have to keep a very close eye on Gallardo's body shots. He hit Lynes low again.
Well, American referees do tend to be just a little bit more lenient in that area than European ones. So, as you say, Gallardo just getting a little latitude.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Lynes got the 2 good headshots right on the bell. Welcome back for the start of the 7th. We're in the back stretch now. Well, at the halfway stage, I had Colin Lynes 1 round. That's 1 point in front, 58-57. How do you see it, Dave?
Well, the way I look at it, it could be either way. He could be around behind, it could be even, he could be around in front. That's just the way. It just depends on what you see. The way I see it right now, I have it a draw. I think dead heat, the same as Spencer. But everybody sees a fight differently, Dave, and that's why you have 3 or 4 judges, or sometimes 5 judges sitting around the ring. Yes,
just a reminder, we have 3 ringside judges, 2 from England, 1 from Germany. They do the scoring. The ref, Frank Santoro, does not.
A good 1-2 there from Gallardo, just bang on the chin.
Lynes took it well, though. In the interval, while we were away, again, they were working furiously on that left eye. They've done a pretty good job. It's not getting any better, but it's certainly not getting any worse. Lynes seconds, maybe you heard them say, you've got to keep him on the back foot. Well, that's what Dave McCauley and I were saying previous round. Good, accurate jabs from the champion. Gallardo going, looking for Lynes. Good job, that didn't land. Gallardo trying to just roughhouse Lynes a little bit. Centurion, this is a little discreet word, but again, the challenger coming on strong this round. And now cut right eye, the challenger. So, couldn't be getting any worse for Gallardo. If he's going to do this, he is going to do this the hard way. And again, Lynes takes strength and encouragement from seeing that cut.
Gallardo, he knows he's cutting another eye now, and he's trying to apply a lot of pressure. What he's trying to do now is try and KO or stop Lynes.
So, cut left eye in the 5th, cut right eye in the 7th. Can it get any worse for the challenger? Big handicaps to overcome these. And Lynes stumbles over. Right on the bell. Round 8. Colin Lynes defending his IBO welterweight title against the American challenger, Juaquin Gallardo. Gallardo getting busted up, cut over both eyes, but is still really, truly in this fight. And it is still anybody's.
It's still anybody's fight here, Dave, because whatever one wants this the most is a guy that's going to come out on top tonight. Whoever's put the biggest effort in the gym and put the hours on the road, and the guy who feels he's the strongest, that's the guy that's going to win. The guy with the biggest heart. And at this moment in time, it's very hard to separate these two men.
Well, I've got Lynes just a notch ahead, but if you were to argue the other way, I couldn't disagree too much, because it's been nip and tuck all the way. But there is no getting away from the fact the challenger is getting busted up round the eyes, and that could be so crucial in the later stages. Again, Lynes trying to come forward. He's one strong guy, Gallardo. Well, you've got to give credit to the way Gallardo's seconds have stemmed that bleeding. Both left and right eyes, they're having to really earn their corner in that ring tonight.
Gallardo, he still looks very strong, Dave. He's putting loads of power in behind those body shots and those head shots. He still looks very strong and very powerful. In fact, he looks that bit stronger than Lynes at this moment.
Well, you just wonder at this stage who has got what left in the locker. Good left hand again, big looping left from the challenger, just bounces off the side of Lynes' face. Lynes still looks pretty composed, it has to be said. Not quite the speed and the snap there was in the early rounds.
Oh, good.
Got to be careful though, got to be careful. And get off those ropes for starters. Right above us and taking it as Gallardo comes in. He's just got to push himself off those ropes or try and turn his man, which he's trying to do. He clinches, he holds, he turns. Danger averted just for the moment. And now there's a little bit of a mark on Lynes' right eye. Not a cut, just a swelling so far.
Lynes looks like Davies sort of slowly but gradually beginning to fall apart here, because Gallardo looks so much stronger.
He's looking tired now, isn't he? But again, while that jab just keeps on peck. They're all point scorers, but Gallardo, boy, he's one tough guy. Good round for Gallardo again. Well, you can see quite clearly the little nick on his left eye.
I want to buy everything else. I want to buy his right. Okay? I don't want any hit. Don't hit him low.
Good stuff here from Gallardo. He's piling the pressure on, and he's trying, as eye strength's out here, to really get rid of Lynes. He won't leave him alone. Every second he's on him, every minute of that fight there, he just wouldn't leave him alone. And piling the pressure on with those left hooks and right hands. Some good stuff from Lynes, but the biggest bulk of the work in that round came from Gallardo.
You need it, what? You need it 2 days advance to go off the gym. We've had it 12 rounds in the gym. We've done that body pad, we'll be good. It's still there at the end.
Corners, 10 seconds.
When you get inside, whack me in there, pick it up, you know, the top.
Seconds out. Round 9.
Well, your messages, thanks very much, keep them coming. Gaz and Paul looked maybe on the money there. The challenger was just looking so strong. The challenger, Juaquin Gallardo from Southern California in the white with the green and red trim. The champion making the first title defense, Colin Lynes, in the black and silver. Uphill struggle for Lynes. Got a little mark on the outside of his right eye as the champion. And the challenger cut over both eyes in the 5th and the 7th. And you just wonder, you can see for yourselves, Gallardo just looks a weight division above, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He looks a lot stronger now, and it's beginning to tell. You can see Lynes, he's beginning to slow. When he's throwing the punches out, Lynes now, there's not to see him powering the punches. Everything's being reduced on Lynes' behalf, but Gallardo, he's still running here on 4 cylinders, and he's still putting loads of power behind the jabs, the hooks, and the right hands.
Now this is the thing that worries me about the Lynes jab. He's getting the jab working okay, but they're just little arm shots. There's no power behind them. Now you watch Gallardo's jab, the whole force of your body's behind that.
Yes, he's putting his weight behind that, whereas Lynes is just trying to score points. It's not doing any damage, but it might be scoring the odd point, but not as many points as what Gallardo's is.
Well, that's absolutely right. And I think at the moment Gallardo is just simply grinding Lynes down. We're in round 9, slated for 12, remember. Championship distance, 10-stone division, IBO version of this world title. And the snap and the power with which Lynes started this fight is just drip by drip draining away from him. And you can see the desire to win this title of Gallardo, but he ships a good right hand from the champion. Lynes has just got to keep coming forward. He's got to try and keep Gallardo on the back foot. Gallardo trying to keep his face away from Lynes' head, protect those damaged eyes, those fragile eyes of his. Better from Lynes, much better.
It's easy for us to say, but Lynes he's having a better round, but he has to dig deep and pile the pressure on, because this guy Gallardo does not like going back.
And every time Lynes does have a little flurry like he's doing, you wonder how much it's taking out of him. If there was a knockdown, the count would continue after the bell, of course. He's going to get a point deducted if he's not very careful, Gallardo, and that could be so crucial if it goes the full 12. There's the bell. Welcome back, round 10. This is where the tough get going, and the going gets very, very tough. The last 3 rounds of a world title fight. This is what you put in the gym work for, Dave.
Yeah, this is where you can tell whether you were skipping on the roads or missing your gym sessions and not training as hard as what you should be. But you have to give both guys credit. They've fought at an incredibly fast pace tonight. They've given their all, and there's still loads left in their tanks. I think Gallardo's got that wee bit more left in the tank, but there's still, you have to give them credit because they've worked tremendously hard.
And credit Frank Santoro, the ref, for letting them get on with it. Ex-boxer himself, of course, once fought Sugar Ray Leonard. He fought Sugar Ray Leonard in Leonard's 4th fight. And don't ask me who won. Take a wild guess.
Who won?
Sugar in 6. Although Frank did say he hurt his ankle in the 2nd, but he did say that, didn't he? But here he is now, reffing.
I'm just hoping that Lynes here gets what you call the second win, Dave, because some fighters get it, some fighters don't, and it just gives you a new lease of life.
He needs it. Do you think Gallardo, bearing in mind the champion always starts with a little bit of an advantage. The challenger has got to take the title away. Do you think Gallardo really is doing and has done enough to really catch the judge's eye?
I think he has, Dave. He's pressurising. He's throwing the cleaner shots, and he's throwing a lot more shots. Now, don't get me wrong, Lynes is giving a good account of himself, but I have Gallardo at this moment slightly in front, so Lynes has to dig deep here and try and take the play away from Gallardo, push him back.
Well, if it goes to 12, it's going to be a desperate, desperate close call, as indeed was the Sarmiento fight when Lynes won this title. Gallardo still unloading, spitting blood is the challenger now. He is going to know, both of them are going to know they've been in a fight. The right eye of the challenger is bleeding again. I think that's a new cut. The left eye of Gallardo, okay now. Corner have done a fabulous job.
A lot of the punches are being nullified, a lot of them are hitting the gloves and hitting the arms. But Gallardo's having a slight more success here, and he's piling on the pressure.
And suddenly, just almost in the blink of an eye, Lynes looks really tired. And Gallardo's corner can sense this, and they're waving the challenger into the attack now.
He was caught with good shots to the body, Dave. That's what happened there, good body shots.
2 cuts now on Gallardo's right eye. Big round that for the challenger. And there's Kim, Colin Lynes' wife, does not look too confident, does she? Now, what do you say in the champ's corner, Dave?
Well, there's only one thing you have to do here. Look, you have to say to talent, get out there, give it your all. You've the 11th and 12th round to go here. Just throw caution to win. Let them go from every angle and try and push this guy back. Because if you push this guy back, you can beat him. You can't let Gallardo dictate the pace, because if he dictates to you, you're in big trouble.
You need to listen if you want to be champion. Come on, get the distance. I want that fucking body. I don't give a shit if you hit him on the arm. Fucking, I want it. I want the shit. He's ready to go. Come on, come here, sit down.
10 seconds.
Well, Gallardo, a mess, isn't he? But looks can be deceptive, because he may just have his nose in front now as they come out for the 11th. Last 2 rounds could and probably will sway this. Gallardo, oh, he's strong, and he's got him hurt. Lynes in trouble, covering up on the ropes, desperately trying to dodge and weave. Bad moments this for the champion, who looks suddenly spent.
Gallardo hit him a low blow, Dave. That's where that all occurred from, with a low punch.
Well, he's got away with it, and no matter what Lynes does to complain, the fact is that he is in a desperate battle for survival now. Now he's still troubled by that low blow.
It's not a knockdown.
No.
It's not a knockdown, no.
But he still looks in desperate trouble.
I think it was that low blow, Dave, earlier on in that round that did the damage.
He's in deep, deep, deep trouble as the champion now. The hold on that title belt is very tenuous. The fans urging him forward, but this is a bad, bad round for Colin Lynes. Just maybe, soon to be an ex-champion. And don't get the idea, Gallardo's fresh as a daisy. He too is tired. Now, has Lynes weathered the worst? No doubt it was a low blow. The ref didn't see it. This is so brave from the champion. And just listen to the crowd. Seems to have weathered it, but that was a tough, tough round for Colin Lynes. Gallardo's winning this round. Low blow or not, this could be a crucial round to decide the fate of this IBO World Light Welter title. Well, the crowd making their feelings shown.
Break.
Well, low blow or not, the fact is, he got away with it.
This is a low blow here. It was a body punch. That was a real good.
Oh, that was the one.
Yeah.
It was the second one.
Yeah. The body punch he was okay with, but it was the one. The second shot it was thrown went way, way, way down under. There it is again. Bang, and there it goes. The referee didn't see that.
No, it happened on the blind side, to be fair to Frank Santoro, but it almost kneecapped him. That was, well, that's the luck of the fight game. That's the sort of thing that can happen. Well, there is one round left, and I've got Gallardo in front. If Lynes is going to retain his title and not lose it as the first defense, he is now going to have the round of his life. Well, if you're scoring this at home, what do you reckon? Where's it going to go? Is it going to go to America or stay in England? I think we might know. All of a sudden, Lynes, he looks frail in comparison. He's tough as teeth, this boy from Southern California.
He knows that coming here, he's going to have to win it convincingly, or else he's got no chance.
Well, on the evidence of 11 and a half rounds, I think Gallardo's done enough to win this. Your heart wants Lynes to retain his title, but your head tells you he just maybe hasn't been strong enough. He's just no disgrace. He's fought way better fight than he did against Sarmiento to win the title, but boy, this challenger, not a bad fighter by any manner of means.
No, he can't be disappointed tonight. He can be disappointed, yes, he may or may not lose his world title, but win, lose or draw, he can't be disappointed with his performance, because it was absolutely out of this world.
No, he's fought a fabulous fight, and let us not forget, no matter what we say, there are still 3 ringside judges who decide the fate of this title. So we enter the last minute of what has been one of the best world title fights I've seen for many a long day, I tell you that. Great boxing debut here on Bravo. Sure you've enjoyed it.
It's an absolute pleasure to commentate on fights like this. This is what it's all about.
Yes, 2 perfectly matched men. Really skillful, really committed, and it comes down to guts, to desire, to bravery, to sheer bloody-mindedness, and in those departments, I don't think Lynes is wanting. I think Gallardo just has that little bit of an edge over him, and he's finishing strong, the American. I think he's done enough. Big finish by Lynes. But there's not a lot left in the tank. He's almost running on empty now. He's given it all. The English boy, he's got nothing left. Gallardo looks as though he could go another 3. It's over. Gallardo thinks he's won. Lynes, of course, thinks he's won. We've got a little time to wait before the judges' scorecards are totaled up. While they do that, we're going to take a short break.
Okay, there you go. A ferocious fight that has gone the distance. The judges are totally their scores right now. That was amazing.
Absolutely amazing. I enjoyed it very much. We want to know who you think deserves the belt. If you think defending...
For you, I'd have read it across the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, the IBO Light Welterweight Champion of the world is going to be announced right after this break.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of championship boxing, the judges' scorecard reads: Judge Arthur Ellison of Germany scores a contest 114-114. Judge Marcus McDonald scores a contest 117-113, and Judge Roy Francis scores a contest 116-113. So the result, the winner, and still the IBO Light Welterweight Champion of the World from Hornchurch, Colin Lynes. And please show your appreciation for a very game challenger indeed, Juaquin Gallardo.